3 books with impact. Number 1, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. This one is often dismissed as soft chick lit. Whilst this is a rather sexist statement to begin with, this book goes deep if you let it. It's a very personal story about a very personal journey, and yet somehow it manages to speak to millions of readers. At a crucial point in her life, author Liz Gilbert gets the chance to spend 1 year in 3 different countries in search for pleasure, devotion, and the balance between the two. She eats a lot of pasta in Italy, spends inspiring 4 months in an ashram in India, and becomes the sort of personal assistant of a medicine man in Bali in Indonesia. Eat, Pray, Love has been criticized for painting a sentimental picture of the countries, but Gilbert actually never claims to be an authoritative voice about the history and culture of these places. This is about a personal journey and about how surroundings inspire personal transformation or a revelation. So yes, it is a book full of sentiments. Why do I like it? Liz Gilbert is funny and clever, and I adore her writing style. Her observations on yoga, on personal development, on writing, on leaving, on loving, on eating, on traveling are interesting and poignant.
And I love how she looks at things from different angles. We should all do that more often.
And I love Richard from Texas.
Your ego's job isn't to serve you. Its only job is to keep itself in power.
Right now, your ego is scared to death because it's about to get downsized. You keep up the spiritual path, baby, and that bad boy's days are numbered. Pretty soon, your ego will be out of work and your heart will be making all the decisions. So your ego is fighting for its life, playing with your mind, trying to assert its authority, trying to keep you cornered off in a holding pen away from the rest of the universe. Don't listen to it. How do you not listen to it? Ever try to take a toy away from a toddler? They don't like that, do they? They start kicking and screaming. Best way to take a toy away from a toddler is distract the kid. Give him something else to play with. Divert his attention. Instead of trying to forcefully take thoughts out of your mind, give your mind something better to play with, something healthier.
Like what?
Like love, groceries. Like pure divine love. Why is it a book with impact? All of us are seekers in one way or another. And this book inspires to keep looking and to keep questioning. Also, I got my copy signed. Book 2! How to Be a Woman by Caitlin Moran. This is a book everybody should read. Everybody! Boys and girls and everybody in between. Just like Liz Gilbert, Caitlin Moran is a very funny writer, and we need more funny women in the public eye. Before reading this book, I was never an outspoken feminist. At least I wouldn't have described myself as one because it is such a loaded word. Because we need to reclaim the word feminism. We need the word feminism back real bad. When statistics come in saying that only 29% of American women would describe themselves as feminist and only 42% of British women, I used to think, what do you think feminism is, ladies? What part of liberation for women is not for you? Is it freedom to vote? The right not to be owned by the man you marry? The campaign for equal pay? Vogue by Madonna? Jeans? Did all that good shit get on your nerves? Or were you just drunk at the moment of the survey? Why do I like it? It's entertaining and stimulating. It encourages to think for yourself and, again, to ask questions. Why is it a book with impact?
Because I am a feminist!
And this one is also signed. And Catelyn, you're quite an amazing lady yourself.
Book 3!
Momo by Michael Ende. When I was about 9, after finishing this book late one night, I had to cry, because the characters in this book had become close to me like friends, and I would miss them. In the years since, I have reread this book many, many times and warmly recommended it to anyone. Momo is the story of a girl in a town that starts to rush. It's an homage to taking your time for the things you love and for the people you love. Why do I like it? Because I love it. It's an adventure story, but it's also a parable. Why is it a book with impact? Screw the glorification of busy, of multitasking, and of fast.
People never seemed to notice that by saving time, they were losing something else. No one cared to admit that life was becoming ever poorer, bleaker, and more monotonous. The ones who felt this most keenly were the children, because no one had time for them anymore. But time is life itself, and life resides in the human heart. And the more people saved, the less they had.
So which book have had an impact on you over the years? And which books do you feel should everybody read? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to be awesome. Namaste. That's nice. Fuck. I love how she looks at things from different angles. We all should do that more often. Saying that only 29% of American women would describe this with the